relationship harmony, manifesting a new relationship, and or manifesting the connection you have into the relationship you desire, and if not, walking away so you can
walk away.
have a new door that will open as a result, and not keep yourself blocked from what it is that you desire.
Now, should you leave the door open a crack, or should you shut it, board it up, and like jam a bunch of wedges in it so it cannot be reopened? What are your thoughts on that?
I think the doors are always a little bit open because
Little crack. Little crack.
I think they always are, only because even if you think that you board it up and you do all this stuff, really that's what you're doing in your own heart. So in order to stay open and kind of receive something new, we can't really like do that kind of blocking, because it really just comes back to us. It's that horseshoe thing again, right? So it's like, it's all about like the forgiveness, letting go. Whatever we do to someone else is just going to come back to us. So if you want love, you want relationship, you want connection, you have to have that within. You have to have that easiness within, that mercy with yourself and with someone else, and not take shit personally. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, because we don't know what someone else is going through.
I was literally just going to say that you don't know what
Really?
someone else is going through, and just because your feelings are hurt, or you're a little butt hurt, or things got weird when they ended and whatever, the other person might not be in a place where they might have a whole shit show going on in their life, and dealing with that is the last thing they can handle, or bad time or what have you. So definitely have to take that into consideration with some things.
And not only that, but personally, like, I know 100% what I want, but when someone puts pressure on me and is like, I need this from you, or I want this amount of time from you, or whatever, it's not comfortable.
No,
it's too much pressure, energy. It's not flowy. That's not really love. That's conditional. And so we have to be patient with each other and be more giving than like expecting, than receiving. Like, be patient with each other. And this is about anything, any relationship, not just romantic, but just in general. Like,
I think in this generation of we're close to the same age. When we were kids, you called somebody, if they were out, parents would answer, oh, they're out. Or, maybe you got an answering machine or something like that. You didn't have 24-hour unfettered access to people. You couldn't send them a text or a message on Instagram and know their phone's beeping and know they probably saw that within 5 minutes that you messaged them, and they're ignoring you. And I think that more instant gratification with the technology update, I think it makes it worse for some people. Like, let's just say you had for example, there's a breakup, and you call the ex's house, and the mom or the brother answers, oh, they're not home right now, they're out. Okay, thank you. Yeah, maybe they are there, and they said, I don't want to talk to them, so they're just being polite to you. And you left a message, and okay, you don't know, they're out someplace. Okay, it's not as bad as if you call and leave a voicemail and then you text and then they don't respond to it. Now you're sitting in instant anxiety, maybe. You know what I mean?
Well, or it just, some people need a fucking break. Like, when you and I work together and we do whatever, you're not constantly hounding me like, Jess, we could do this, boom, 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 and like sending all this like pressure energy.
You know what I should be pressuring you to do? To like and subscribe. Everybody,
yes,
please like and subscribe. We're pressuring you. Feel the pressure. Just click the button, please, and thank you. You like what I did there? No, we kind of flow pretty easy in our work. I mean, you're later than me, and I'm pretty friggin' late with everything, but
I'm really fucking late, dude. I'm late to everything.
We make it happen.
I don't care. We vibe well, and
we do. We both have a lot going on in our lives. We both have kids. We both got to do like the parent taxi and all that crap. We still have find time for this to help you guys. That's why you should like and subscribe.
Yeah, and I think
the like button. If you're in a relationship, you want to smash, so smash it.
And we all have imperfections, and we have to love like the whole person. I'll admit right out the gate, I'm moody. I have an attitude.
No, not you.
And
no,
you either love me for my whole person, but I'm like super loving and peaceful and funny, and I have a lot of good attributes, but I've had people say to me, "You're rude, you have an attitude, why are you rolling your eyes?" Shit like that. I'm just like, that's my character. Like, we have to love like the whole person
Yep.
and not judge each other and put each other down. Like, none of us should be
Laws and
judging each
all. Laws and all. You have to love someone if you're gonna love them. That's it. I mean, I'm not the easiest fucking person to get along with at times.
other. Yes, you are.
I can be difficult.
I don't
Um,
think you are, but that's my opinion. All right, so let me do a quick little relationship reading, and this is just going to be basic relationship. So what came out that is important right here is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more attractive romantically. And just to get a little bit more depth on this, when you're like secure inside and you are confident and you don't need someone and you don't chase someone and you have, like an awareness about yourself, that's very attractive energetically, right? It doesn't really matter what we look like. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Because you could be the most beautiful person in the world, but if you're very insecure and that emanates off you, then it's going to be unattractive. If you're, you know, secure and you respect yourself and you have boundaries and you don't let people take advantage of you, that's going to come across as having a strong sense of self, and you'll attract someone with that sense as well. um Everyone deserves love, and even if we get it from a dog, um, don't be desperate, don't have desperate energy. We have love inside of us, we have consciousness inside of us. Keep your heart open and try to sit always in authenticity, um, and non-reaction. And if you go into a place of, you know, bitterness or something where, you get hurt or someone doesn't give the way you want them to give, um, try to get into a place of compassion and gratitude, because like you said, like, not everyone is the same. Not everyone loves the same, not everyone feels the same. We all, kind of feel things differently. We're all built really differently. I
mhm.
think especially with men and women, right? Like, you
Yeah.
guys feel love differently than we do. Your emotions are different, your hormones are different, everything is different.
I think with women, reactions to situations are based more on their emotions than logic. I think for the most part, men are more logical when they look in things. And, if a woman's Aunt Flo's in town and there's a small issue, she might freak out over it. Where a week later, if the same situation happened, she might not, just because her emotions are kind of all over the place. It's going to more affect the reaction. And just guys, I think, generally
Yeah, but
speaking, how to handle it.
in general, with love and emotions, forget about that.
Hmm.
Do you think that men feel love differently? Like, for me, as I'll speak personally, like, I feel it in my body, in my stomach. It's like it's a physical feeling when I'm like in love with someone. How do you think it feels for you? And I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about
No, no,
love.
no, 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 no. I honestly think that feeling, if you're genuinely in love with somebody and it's reciprocated on both sides, and it's not like an infatuation thing, I think it's pretty much the same when when you're with that person, you just feel good. If you're walking down the street, watching TV, they make you feel better. When they call you, it brightens your day for a few minutes. I think it's pretty similar. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's exact, but if it's genuine and it's reciprocated on both ends, we're talking about flow easier. Nothing will feel forced, nothing will feel pressured. It will just unfold easily. There'll be no effort,
Yes.
no struggle, you know?
Natural.
Yes.
And also, and with the new year's coming up soon, new beginnings.
Uh-huh.
For anyone that is not in relationship or is not having that connection, that wants to have that connection, the best advice is to work on yourself and get to a feeling of love, and then that's going to be magnetically drawn in.
Mm. I was talking to a friend
because
of mine the other day, and she just broke up with her boyfriend for a few years, and she's been going out and having a good time, and she never really did that. She was married young and got divorced, and and she's going out and having fun, and she's like, I'm out dating myself right now, and I'm like, good for you, that's what you need right now, like, go have some fun, go do shit on your own. And she's like, I always
mm,
wanted to go to this restaurant and he never took me, and I just fucking went by myself the other day. I'm like, there you go, like, you don't need somebody to go with you, go do your
no.
thing.
So basically, and if anyone really like, has a lot of confusion, you can't feel your intuition, and that happens. Some people are really kind of up in their head sometimes, and the best way, besides the breath work, which opens the pineal gland, is to get energy work, energy clearing, ask for signs from your guardians, your guardian angels. You will get guidance. You have to let go of control. You cannot say, I want things to happen this way. You literally have to ask, surrender, and just wait for the signs to show up.
What did those two cards just say? I was able to read maybe one of them. Just, I don't know, maybe say what they were.
I'm leading you to the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. But if you're stuck up in your head and you're not self-aware, sometimes signs and things, will get past you. So we have to like ask, receive, be open, and sometimes even just a constant friend like asking us to do something because we're meant to go somewhere, or because there's an opportunity in everything,
Hmm.
right? And then you just go with your gut. I mean, look how you and I met. It was like so weird, but it was definitely like I've been wanting to do something for a year and I wanted to do it with someone else. And I was like so disappointed when that ended. But then like you showed up and I was like, this is way better. I couldn't even have thought of this. Right? The universe was like, don't worry, Jess, I got something way better for
There
you.
you go.
Um, way more, kind of on the level of how I wanted to work with someone. And so it's disappointing when things don't work out, but it's usually because something better is coming.
True.
We have to stay in that positive vibration. Thank you for, not this is closing, it's disappointing, it hurts, whatever the situation is, because it could be work, it could be career, it could be a relationship, it could be love.
Well, you also mentioned signs and,
Mm,
passing them by or people not picking up on them. But, you know, when the signs come and they're like sledgehammers hitting you in the face 15 times a day, just throwing out a rough, idea there, those can be hard to navigate. And like, just hang in there and stay the course and you'll figure it out.
yeah, I mean, like you would you tell me that you taped your clocks at one point because you
Oh
didn't
my
want to
God, when I
see?
was seeing the numbers, that was horrible. It was like 15 times a day. I thought I was going nuts. Pro tip, if you see the numbers, sequentials, 222, 1111, all that crap, like all day, every day, and you think you're going crazy, it's a sign of a spiritual awakening, as they say. And get a little notepad and just jot them down. And that
And
way, A,
also,
you'll know you're not going crazy. And B, if there's a repeating angel number coming out, you can go look it up if you'd like. But
I want to say that I've experienced this since the beginning I can remember, is that you might not have people around you that support your dreams and your goals, and you need to step away from those people because not everyone is going to like continuously be rising up vibrationally, and you might have to like walk away from that so they don't bring you down. I know I've had to deal with that a lot in my life. um
yeah, having real friends that like want to support you and see you win in life and
Friends,
not try and shit on
family,
what you're doing, that's kind of rare sometimes, unfortunately.
it's everywhere. Friends, family, whoever is not supporting you or has an issue with you, it's either because they're jealous, you're triggering something in them, or they, are somehow you know, feeling a certain feeling about what you're trying to do. And you just got to let that go and move and clear your space and go in a different direction, because not everyone comes here to try to make a difference, right? And
Mhm.
unfortunately, if you are, trying to have like a purpose here and help people and change and do all these things, we're in kind of a small population at the moment. I mean, hopefully humanity, like, eventually it's like 15% is that awareness, I read. Um, so, hopefully that changes, but don't let other people pull
15%
you down.
awareness. I mean, sorry guys that watching out in YouTube land, but most people aren't even aware if their shoes are fucking tied or not. Okay, I'm putting it politely.
All right, well, anyway, there's a lot of therapy you can do. There's a lot of coaching.
Mhm,
Um, and I think the main coaching to work on first is within yourself.
mhm.
Um, we can't master other people, but we can master within. So I think that's a good place to leave it. And anything you want to add in about relationships and
Take
love
it
and
easy. And if you made it this far in the video, like and subscribe, please, because Jess and I have to work on showing that more. Just click the little button. Um, it's not easy. It'll find you when it's supposed to, find you in the strangest places. But yeah, just do your thing, be happy, do whatever you can, to keep yourself, in positive, and you'll attract that in.
keep your heart open
Yeah, don't be closed off.
always.
You can leave the old doors cracked a little bit, but don't have any expectations, I guess. Be another good one there.
Yes.
Having no expectations if it's an old situation or a new one, just go into it with no expectations and let it unfold naturally. Don't push anything.
Yeah, you can still be a loving being and continuously like um have good boundaries and set standards. I mean, I have a pretty like strong sense of self, but I'm very loving, but I don't let people fuck with me. And if they do, then they get kicked out of my life. I mean, that's just and that's
And good.
okay. You can have like two sides, like the whole warrior in the garden, like be peaceful, be loving until it's time to set some, strong standards. And those are important in relationships too.